Hello everybody and welcome out to episode 114 of the Save Slot 3 Gamescast. I'm your host, UF Gizmo, joined this week by Massive Das.
Hello everyone.
And of course, the last standing CW Lanky.
Hello.
Boys, it's been quite a week in video games, and which we're going to talk about with the Pengles news desk. News. Pengles, how many news items have you got today?
There are 8 items on the news.
I believe that is a baker's dozen.
Number 1, Microsoft Gaming, which I'm going to call them now, shuts down Arcane Austin, Tango Gameworks, Alpha Dog, and Roundhouse have been absorbed into ZeniMax Online.
Okay, let's get Craig's thoughts before I rant and Chris just shakes his head.
But it's very shambolic, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think if you were to go back, I don't know, it's 6 years or so before Microsoft acquired all these studios and publishers, you should go, right, Xbox only has 5 first-party studios at the moment, but they're going to buy a load of studios, right, boys? And what they're going to do is, one of these studios is going to release a game. It's going to be exclusive to that platform. It's going to be incredibly well received. Everyone's going to love it. And then what they're going to do is they're going to put that on other platforms, and then they're just going to shut the studio down. You'd go, no, that's fucking mental, isn't it?
So would you like some more detail as to why they've closed Arcane and Tango, Craigo?
I probably know. I mean, I think, to me, the obvious reason is those studios weren't making games at the moment.
Yeah.
And they had pitched, I know Tango had pitched Hi-Fi Rush 2, and Arcane, Houston, or wherever the hell it is, Austin, had pitched another kind of Prey-like game, which is a single-player game. And I'm going to imagine what has happened is they've looked at those two, they've gone, right, we can either... Because there's only so much money, boys. I really think there's infinite money that these companies have, but there's only so much money at the end of the day. We can either recruit in and we can invest into those 2 games, or we can recruit in and invest into like core Bethesda, and we can get the Elder Scrolls out maybe a bit faster, and we can maybe start getting a team going on Fallout because that TV show's done better than we thought it would. But we can't do it all. We can either do one or the other. And they have the numbers, I'm going to assume, and they've looked at how much they think Hi-Fi Rush is going to make, how much they think a Prey-style game is going to make, how much they think Elder Scrolls is going to make, how much they think Fallout's going to make, and they've gone, no, we're going to do that, that's a safer bet. I think that's why it's happened. It's shit for everyone, especially for the people who obviously lose their jobs. I think a lot of people would have wanted a sequel to Hi-Fi Rush, which obviously you won't get now.
I mean, it's just pure madness, isn't it? I mean, bear in mind that Microsoft have just posted profits up 20% of $21.9 billion in profit. Not even revenue, in profit. But they didn't want the less than 100-person team to pitch them a game to the best received game they've ever made. Well, one of them. Certainly this gen. And then they turn around the day after with a chat with their developers and say, oh, we want small, prestigious, well-received games.
Yeah, and I saw
what's going on?
One of the Hi-Fi Rush devs then posted a picture of all their like awards, and like, oh, there's just not enough awards for you.
It's madness. Like, so obviously I'll let Pengi have his little 10 piece in a minute, but like we've given them the benefit of the doubt quite heavily. So the 3 of us are the 3 stages of benefit of the doubt. Chris doesn't give them much benefit of the doubt. I give them a little benefit of the doubt. Craig gives them quite a lot of benefit of the doubt, right? I think we're all I think that's probably fair to label us in that 3 brackets of levels of giving Xbox the benefit of the doubt, right? So a couple months ago now, Chris has got rid of his Xbox, doesn't trust them anymore, doesn't like the way they're going. Chris loves exclusive games. Fine, okay. They backtracked on the rumours, but they've come out and said to us, this is what we want to do, right? So now we've come to a month later, and they've already negaged on all of that. Like, I ironically had already sold my Xbox before this news broke, but now I'm just glad I had. I've been saying to Chris all week, like, oh fuck, thank fuck. What's the point? Like, they got all these rumors now with Call of Duty might be coming to
Hellblade
Game
too.
Pass and Hellblade. I mean, I don't care about games going to other platforms. That's fine for me. It doesn't make a difference to me, because at the end of the day, well, like what me and Craig have always said, you can have Hellblade on PS5, but as long as it's on Game Pass, that's fine. But if you're then going to turn around and go, "No, Call of Duty's not going on Game Pass because we need to sell that," what's the point? What's the point? What are you selling me on? Like, what are you selling me
There
on?
has been
I think they have confirmed that. Well, not confirmed, but
They've said previously,
Yeah,
but
Call of
then
Duty.
like, how
Yeah.
is that plan going to change? Like they said less than a year ago that they were happy with the sales of Hi-Fi Rush enough to surely greenlight a sequel. Sequels don't, you know what I mean? Like, it's a year ago it came out. They would have talked about the sequel a year ago. Like, it's so frustrating because obviously, like, sorry, Chris, I'll let you talk in a minute, but like, for me personally, like, I've had an Xbox since the original Xbox, 2002. It's been my main console. This is the first time I've not had it as my main console. First time. Like, I don't have one in the house. Like, they make great games I absolutely adore. Stuff like Forza Horizon and Halo and sometimes Gears and whatever. And it's like, why? They finally make a game that is different. They shadow drop it with no marketing. They put it on PlayStation. Then 2 weeks later, they go, oh, okay, well, that's done now. And then even Redfall. I know Redfall was bad, but they were supposed to be releasing an offline patch in the next month. Let them do the patch. Let them have it like live on a shelf somewhere for someone that's bought it. Some people like that game. They're not right because it's bad, but like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, who's in charge? Like, who's planning this stuff, man? Like, I can't. Everyone's calling for Phil's head. I don't think Phil wants any of this. I think this is above Phil, to be honest with you. But
so someone, I don't know what they were some PR person, and they've recently been laid off, and they even showed that they got a care package from Xbox, like
covered in Xbox bags and stuff.
Yeah, and they basically said it's the like the Eye of Sauron now of Microsoft have gone. You spent 70 billion. How are you getting us 70 billion back? And then obviously,
And again, like Craig was saying earlier, like the reason, you know, Fallout was successful and they want to make Fallout, great, but like surely making better games is going to get you more money, more people interested in your service. Like they just can't seem to get 2 months in a row with good PR. Like, just get 2 months in a row with good PR. Like, people will play it.
It's the endless cycle of Xbox where it's one step forward, two step back. So they obviously start the year. They have the developer direct thing, right? Everyone loves it. It's great, fantastic.
Good, yeah.
But then we follow up instantly, shit show, the whole 4 games going over, everything's going over, panic, chaos, whatever, disaster, right? But then they announced the June showcase, and everyone's like, oh, okay, we're excited now again. June showcase, this is going to be great, right? And now you have this shit show. And then in 2 weeks' time, you have Hellblade. Who knows, that could turn out to be great. But I guarantee in 2 weeks after that, there'll be another shit show.
Well, they haven't marketed Hellblade at all. I didn't realise it was coming out so soon. Genuinely. Not, they haven't marketed it at all. You've got...
Well, Xbox doesn't... I don't... Like, people moan about that. Xbox doesn't tend to do the big YouTube ads and the Twitch ads, like, traditionally for all their games, right?
Yeah, but you've got to see it somewhere. Like, where, like, put it on the front page of the console all the time then. They like to advertise everything else. Like, is it a splash screen on Game Pass right now? It's come out in 2 weeks. Like, it's their biggest game. Like, if
it's
I click on
the front, if you go on the front, it's on to pre-install.
I sadly can't, Craig, because I've sold the Xbox. But like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, like it's at the point where like people like us are now being hyperbolic about it because we're like, well, for fuck's sake, like you said, like every time there's some good PR, they have to turn around and shit themselves. And it's like even something stupid. Like I saw they advertise the fucking flaming controller they've made. Like the whole fan base is literally like the place is on fire, and someone has not been clever enough to think maybe hold off on the fire controller. Like, are you joking? Like, Craig, who does this stuff? You sat there thinking, oh, you know what? Well, I'll wind them up a bit more, but yeah. The long and the short of it, we're all pretty annoyed in various degrees. I no longer have an Xbox Series X. I needed to get rid of one to pay my driving test, which I have now passed, everyone, so thanks. But like, one had to go. I can't live in a world where I sell another PlayStation. I think all of you will kill me. So the Xbox was the obvious choice, and then I think they've turned around and justified it. And then I know there's been an interview with Sarah Bond. I haven't watched it on Bloomberg, and that's probably got some shenanigans in it as well. And I saw that pop up today, and I was like, I'm not even going to watch it. I'll watch it tonight.
Again, she mentions So she doesn't say COD, but she says Activision Blizzard King games will come to Game Pass. But the rumors and leaks were that they couldn't figure out what to do with COD. Either not put it in Game Pass, and then everyone would moan it's not in Game Pass because you're paying for Game Pass to get day one games, or up the price on Game Pass. So I'm thinking the up the price of Game Pass comes because that's how they're gonna, pay for COD. Or
Yeah.
COD's gonna pay for it.
I mean,
something.
Game Pass has been really well priced for a while, so
Yeah.
um,
And I expect it
I
only
don't
be
know
like
how
what?
much it is at this
it's
point. I have
£15.
no idea.
Is it 50? I didn't even think it was that much. I
Yeah,
thought it was like $12.99.
Last I checked, it was $14.99, but might be, or it might be dollars.
Yeah. 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 Well, I thought it was like $12.99. I could see, and I could have seen it going up to 15 quid or something. Plus, they still have like the PS5 sales, and COD's supposed to be coming to Nintendo as well from the FTC thing, so they'll have sales there and stuff like that. But yeah, and obviously the other two were both mobile studios, which goes into number 2, which come from that Sarah Bond interview. Xboxes, or actually I believe it is called Microsoft's gaming mobile app store is coming in July.
We don't need another app store, so it doesn't. I'm not fussed or interested in anything away.
Yeah, and it will feature the likes of Candy Crush.
You can already play it on Google Play and iPhone. So
yeah. So there you go. So they've just closed they're just opening a mobile app store, but they just closed a mobile studio that made Mighty Doom and stuff. That makes sense.
yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So that's Xbox. Number 3, Nintendo confirms there's going to be a June Direct, which will focus on late 2024 games for the Switch. And that wasn't the only thing. Switch 2 won't be there, but will be announced between now and the end of the fiscal year.
good news for Nintendo fans,
Mm-hmm.
which is great. I know you guys have got this meme at the minute where you think all the games are mid, but they're consistently making my life a little bit happier, Nintendo. So I look forward to some remakes and some remasters, no doubt, before they inevitably do the new console next year.
So when do you? I'm feeling they actually announced the console in like September or October, and then it comes out March 2025. Then they get a month in this fiscal year as well for sales, and then obviously goes into next. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling at the moment.
Yeah, I probably agree. I think it'll probably launch with Pokemon Legends ZA. Either around about the same time or the same day it comes out on both. Probably one other big title. If I were to hazard a guess, it'd be Mario or Mario Kart. But I think they can release it whenever they want. I honestly, I think they're so unopposed in what they do that I think they'll wait until the console and the games are ready, and then they'll put it out. And I'm sure it will sell really well.
The only one I can think of, if they announce it, let's say March next year, then I can see it coming out like November next year, which then that seems like really far away.
Yeah,
it's like November 2025.
I don't think we live in a world where they will have to do the whole Black Friday thing anymore, because obviously the only reason they used to do that is because people used to shop in shops, whereas now everyone buys online. So I think they can drop it at any point in the next 18 months, and I think they'll do absolutely fine.
Mm-hmm.
I think they've done the correct thing as well in stating that this is not going to be at the show.
Yeah, it sets expectations.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Otherwise, leading up to that show, that sort of would have been all anyone would have talked about. And then when it wasn't there, people would have moaned. So I think you set your stall out and you go, look, it's not going to be there, but there will be news in the X amount of time. I think that's the right thing to do, right?
Yeah, no, I think
it makes sense.
I don't think you can argue with Nintendo in that regard at the moment. So fair play to them.
Yeah. Number 4 on the news, Nintendo World Championships NES Edition has been confirmed, and it is coming July. On the eShop, there will be a physical through My Nintendo. It's $24.99 on the eShop. I believe $49.99 for the physical. I guess you're excited for this one, Davey?
Yeah, I think it looks quite interesting. The World Championships are cool. For a Nintendo fan, they're a pretty interesting concept. I think £25 is pretty well priced for the 13 games and all the modes and that they have. I think it's got 8-player local. It's got online stuff. It's a Nintendo-ass Nintendo game. Like, it's a Nintendo game for Nintendo fans. But I think it's quite well priced for what it is. I think people could say maybe it should be on one of their services potentially, but I think £25 for a polished Nintendo game with that many features is pretty good, and the physical looks really cool, really collectory. But yeah.
The Japanese physical, I believe you actually import it from Amazon Japan, and it works out £67. Comes with 2 Famicom Joy-Cons.
Nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
We always get the worst end of the stick here, because I think we're the only ones that can't pre-order it at the minute as well. We have to I've registered interest.
So it's like they don't get the cartridge, but it's like 17 quid more, and you get 2 working controllers. So that's what if I was picking it up, I would most probably go for that. But I'm not picking it up myself.
Nice.
Yeah, and I very much doubt you're gonna pick this up, Craigie. I expect your Switch will have even gone before July, I should say.
Yeah, I'm having to Google what this is now. It's a collection, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Well, number 5. Master Detective Archives Raincode leaves the Nintendo Switch, and is getting a Plus version coming in October for PS5, Series X and S, and PC. So this one's mostly aimed at me, but obviously Switch is losing in the exclusive. And the Plus version is going to have all 5 DLCs. It's going to run in 4K resolution, higher frame rates, and all that good stuff. And it's most probably going to be the same price as it is on Switch with all this new content. I guess it's for neither of you, this one, to anime.
Is this like what's the Capcom games that are the like courtroom?
Ace Attorney.
Yeah,
is that like that? I have no idea.
No,
What this is.
you walk around and you can pick things up and go on detective, and there's demons and stuff like that. It's very anime. You could understand why it's going to be it's a Switch game, but yeah, it's like I said, it's now leaving the Switch and coming October, and it's even coming to Xbox. But I believe the physical is only PS5, not on Xbox physical, from what I can see of the type of game. So,
you buying this, Pengi? Or it's just day one?
It depends what's out in October. It's very unlikely. Like, I didn't even buy it on Switch, and it came out when I was buying everything on Switch, and I missed it.
Oh, it was just the glory days of the Switch, was it?
Yeah, this was even during the glory days of the Switch, and I passed on it. So, yeah.
Oh god, I'm watching a trailer now, and some of the voice acting. Yeah, I'm turning it off because I can't do that.
Yeah.
I see what you mean about the anime.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Right, and sticking with anime, number 6, Persona 5: The Phantom X seems to be coming worldwide from Sega's fiscal reports, and they also want to make Persona an annual series, much like they have with Sonic and Like a Dragon. So,
I mean,
excited.
It makes some money, so they tend to be, all of their games tend to be of a pretty high quality. The only one that's sort of up and down is Sonic, so I don't think they've made a bad Yakuza game yet, have they? So not since the zombie one, like 15 years ago.
Yeah, Dead Sauce.
But yeah, cool. More Persona that me and Chris won't get time to play, and Craig is too
plus
afraid to start.
Plus it's on mobile, so that puts me off.
Oh, you love a bit of Xbox mobile.
They already shit out these Persona games pretty fast already, though, right?
Yeah, they tend to be like a different genre.
There's a spin-off or something coming out, right?
Yeah.
They're pretty efficient, Atlas. If I'm honest, they're pretty efficient. You think
and they've got a few teams, like the proper team is the ones that's obviously doing the Metaphor Fantasio games. So
that's a split-off team now. That's no longer the same team.
Yeah.
But yeah, they've got their fingers in lots of pies. Again, they tend to make games of relatively high quality. So again, up the Sega.
Yeah, and I guess if things like this, it doesn't say when it's coming worldwide, so that it comes like this year or like early next year or something, it gives more time for like Persona 6 or whatever to come in like 2026 or something. Who knows?
I know Xbox were trying to get some exclusivity on that, but I really hope that Persona 6 is a Switch 2 job. Because they're better handheld, boys. They are much better handheld.
But sticking with Sega, Sonic Rumble has been announced for mobile, and it looks like Fall Guys.
Nice. You can be Sonic in Fall Guys, so that's confusing. But
yeah, this is done by Rovio, so this is the first thing.
Oh, nice. It's the Angry Birds team.
Yep, but it does look like you play Sonic, Knuckles, Amy, etc. in a 32-player Fall Guys like thing.
It'll be really good because the Sonic mobile games are always really good, but then the console games tend to be of varying quality. So I don't know why, but it's the same with the one that's on Apple. It's really good. But who knows?
Yeah. And then the last bit of news, Rocket Knight Adventures Resparked is coming June 11th to PS4, PS5, Switch and PC, sorry, no Xbox, and will feature Rocket Knight, Sparkster Rocket Knight 2, and Sparkster along with Boss Rush mode, museum, music player, and all that good stuff. Did you like Rocket Knight back in the day, Davey?
I do. It's one of the 3 physical Mega Drive games I still have.
Nice.
It's one of my favourite games.
I don't think I own it.
Okay, well, if you want to buy it, let me know. But it's one of my favourite games of all time. They did a HD remaster of the first one on XBLA about 10 years ago, and that was pretty good as well. But yeah, really really good series, kind of like hacky slashy platformers, where you're I guess a possum dressed as a medieval knight with a rocket launch, like a rocket backpack. It's pretty good. It's pretty 90s Sega, but yeah, good series. Good games.
Yeah. And that is from Konami. And we all know how we feel about Konami.
They're the best, right?
They're really good at, apart from Metal Gear, and to be honest, right, so let's completely rephrase. For 2D games, they do really good collections. Their 3D stuff is a bit iffy, but the Castlevania Rondo of Blood and Symphony of the Night collection is really good. Their older games collections are really good. The Contra collection was pretty good. So I mean, for older games, they're okay. It's when you ask them to put groups of 3D games into a bundle, they tend to get dodgy.
Plus, like the Spartans in that carbon engine and all that stuff. So whoever's doing it knows what they're doing as well.
Exactly.
With the 2D games, sort of thing. But yeah,
lovely. Is that all the news, Pengi?
And that is all the news.
Right. So now we've got to go on to our topic of the show. Tots. This is going to be really driven by the boys because I haven't watched the previous thing we're stealing this from, but there's some sort of hero thing where we're saying 10 heroes for a team, and then there's a list and people pick the best list on Twitter. Is that what we're going for?
Pretty much.
Okay. So how many are we doing? Doing 5 or 10, Craig?
We went for 10, I think, didn't we?
Okay.
Yeah, 10.
Because I'm making up as I go along. I haven't got any idea.
I'm making up as we go. I think it'd be interesting. Like, what's going to be my 20? What's going to be pick 27? You know.
Right, let's get this party started. Then let's do this in reverse age order. So let's start with Craig.
No, Craig's already done the order.
You got a list. You carry on then, boys. You
yeah. So it's you first, Dave, then me, then Pengi.
Okay. Well, I will.
And just to state rule, just to avoid any confusion, it has all the characters have to be original video game characters. So you can't have Spider-Man, for example, because he is from comics, right? Just to avoid any shenanigans. And said character has to be the main character in their game. So I guess you couldn't have like Tifa, right?
Unless Tifa has her own game, which she's the main character.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's fine.
What if 2 characters that equal billing?
That's fine.
We'll cross that bridge when we come to it,
Okay.
So is it my turn first?
Yeah, I guess. Do we want a snake? Let's snake, boys, to make it a bit fair on Pengi.
Okay. I'll go for Super Mario. The obvious answer.
We did say off air. We were like, "Oh, Dave's got Mario." Then.
Yeah, absolutely. Best character in video games. There we go. Dave wins.
Yeah. Right. I'm gonna stick to the roots. I'll take Master Chief.
Used to be cool.
This is what I said to mate in work. Like, Trace is going to make a hero shooter with Master Chief and other shooting characters.
Right. 2 from you then, Pengi.
I would like to take Link, please.
Is he the main character? Is the main character not Zelda? I'm joking.
I'm
joking.
What if Zelda was a girl?
You're a girl.
There we go.
Right, another one from you then, Pengi.
Could I take Cloud Strife, please?
God,
Interesting.
You're predictable, aren't you?
Oh, right. I might just do this just to annoy Dave, I think. I'll take Sonic.
It doesn't annoy me because from my thumbnail I've already beaten whatever you were going to say, Craig. Are you ready?
Yeah.
So for my first of my 2 picks, I will pick the ultimate life form that is Shadow the Hedgehog,
Alright.
who obviously had his own game, Shadow the Hedgehog, and he's the ultimate life form, he's in fact better than Sonic. And he's voiced by Keanu Reeves in the new film, Craig. So
Is there a new TV series as well? Is that happening?
Yeah. Sonic's great. There's a Knuckles one with Idris Elba. Fantastic stuff.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen the second movie yet.
We watched that in the cinema in Edinburgh. It's actually really good. Like, genuinely, I'm not even being like, I know I'm a Sonic fanboy, but it's a really good film. Okay, so for my second choice, I will go Solid Snake.
Ew, Davey.
Hey, if you can't beat him.
Right. I'm gonna take. This is probably a bit early, but I'm gonna take 2B.
Okay. From the game Nier Automata.
Yeah.
It is just 2B, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So model number. 2 breasts, I believe that stands for, or 2 butt cheeks.
This is what I'm going for. People like that butt, right?
Pengles.
I'm gonna take Lara Croft because she is the most popular video game character.
That was gonna be my next one. I was like, "There's no fucking way Penguin should take Lara Croft."
And then I will take Kratos.
That's annoying, Pengles.
Mm-hmm.
That's 2 that were in my mind.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna take Marcus Venus now.
Okay.
I can't spell Marcus, but yeah.
And then 2 from Dave.
I will take Dante from Devil May Cry.
Good pick, Davey. I like that.
And I will take title characters that people like. I will take Doom Guy from Doom.
Oh, I want to fucking Doom.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's also called Doom Slayer, isn't he? As well.
Yeah.
I'm old school as Doom Guy.
I put Doom Slayer as well. I will tidy up and make sure I spell it right when I.
Right. I haven't got a Nintendo character yet, right, boys?
No.
So I probably have one of them, right?
There's some obvious ones, yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna take Samus.
Samus Aran, the correct choice.
Yeah, that is a good choice.
Yeah, people like that shit, right?
They
And
do.
she's got a big butt, and people like big butts, right?
I mean, is it so obvious that you two don't have girlfriends, by the way? Just to let you know.
What? I'm only doing Lara
people.
Croft.
Sex sells, Dave, right?
Oh, apparently so.
What? I've took Link, Cloud, Kratos. How is?
Well, yeah,
That-
effeminate men. Anyway, keep
Well,
going.
not
Come on,
from
let's keep
Kratos.
this moving.
Who am I going? I'm going to take Astro.
Okay,
Astro Bot.
and your next one.
I might have to put Astro Bot, and then the next one I am going to take. Joker.
From Persona 5.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I might just double down with this shit, boys. I'll have Bayonetta.
That's what I was going to go for.
Going for Bayonetta. Or do you want me to put it down as Cereza?
Whatever you can spell easier.
I can spell Bayonetta.
Right, well, I'm going to take Nathan Drake.
Ooh.
And I'm going to follow Nathan Drake up with Pikachu.
Does Pikachu count?
Pikachu is absolutely the main character from the video game Pokemon that came out before the anime.
Because I would argue the main
Also,
character.
too, they have this on Game Mess. Detective Pikachu is the main character, isn't he?
I'm not having Detective Pikachu. If you're not allowing me Pikachu, I'll have to have.
Because surely the first game was red, blue, and
Pikachu
green,
was in it and can be your main character, and it's fine. Well, if you're going to be, you're going to take.
No, I'm
you're going to take my.
I'm keen to allow Pikachu.
I was going to say, take the win away from me. Do it. You can have your sex dolls. Why can't I have my Pikachu?
I put Pikachu down for
Okay,
you.
Craig, next one.
I'm gonna go Raz from Psychonauts.
God, you niche bastard. No one's going to know who that character is. No one.
I love him.
I don't even know
love
who
a
that
bit of
character
Raz.
is.
I'm gonna put in brackets Psychonauts and stuff afterwards. So it'll be Bayonetta. So
Thank you.
I'm going to go. I'm going to stick with the anime theme. I'm taking my boy Sora.
Okay, from Kingdom Hearts.
And then I'm going to take. You can tell I play JRPGs. And then I'm going to take. Yeah. Ooh. Can I take Hunter or the Hunter from Bloodborne?
Sure.
You.
I'm guessing that's just like, is it like a nameless main character from
Yeah.
Bloodborne? Okay. Yeah, this is getting interesting now, boys, isn't it?
How many's left for us to pick?
I've
quite
got
a
3.
few.
You've got 3.
Okay.
Yeah, I got 2.
I'm gonna steal one. I think Jeff grabbed this in here, so I'm gonna take Arthur Morgan.
Okay.
Morgan.
Then I'm going to take John Marston
John.
and Pac-Man.
Oh yeah, we've took Pac-Man really late, haven't we?
Yeah, that's a good shout.
Only I have taste, so. Craigo,
That's a good shout, Davey.
your penultimate choice.
Right, what have I got already? Let's have a little look. Master Chief Sonic. Do I diversify? Do I? Oh, it's a fucking obvious one that's just hit me. I'll take Kiryu.
Nice.
Kiru. Cool. Yeah, Kiru from Yakuza. Or Like a Dragon, I guess.
Pengi, your last one.
I still got 2 more. So I'm gonna take Kirby,
Nice.
because who doesn't love Kirby? And then I'm going to take Donkey Kong.
Nice.
Craigie.
Yeah. I think he's gone for a lot of the Nintendo staples. He knows the audience, doesn't he? He knows where he's putting this.
You could take another Final Fantasy character. Or you could take, I don't know, there's lots of Nintendo ones.
I know. I'm gonna take Spyro.
And I guess that makes Dave think about taking Crash Bandicoot.
No, normally I would, but not all men are created equal. So I need some dirty, niche JRPG attachment here, right? So there was some choices that I haven't gone for. I haven't gone for Adol Kristen from Ys. I haven't gone for Drippy from Ni no Kuni. What I have gone for is Ryo Hazuki from Shenmue.
Oh,
I'm playing Pengels at his own game at this point.
nice.
There we go.
Not Ryo Hayabusa from.
No,
Ninja Gaiden.
I don't think people like Ninja Gaiden as much as people are weirdly like Shenmue. Because I also could have gone for Ryu from Street Fighter, but if you're gonna do that, you go Chun-Li or Cammy, don't you? Just for the TNA.
Select sales. Right, do you want me to read the list out quickly?
Go on then.
Right, Davey. You have got Mario, Shadow the Hedgehog, Solid Snake, Dante, Doom Guy, Nathan Drake, Pikachu, John Marston, Pac-Man, and the guy from Shenmue, whose name I could be bothered to write.
The winning list.
Well, Pengles tends to win these things, doesn't he?
It's a
My
Paradox
team:
one.
Master Chief, Sonic, 2B, Marcus Phoenix, Samus Aran, Bayonetta, Fraz, Arthur Morgan, Kiru, and Spyro. And Pengles is Link, Cloud, Lara Croft, Kratos, Astro, Joker, Zora, Hunter, Kirby, Donkey Kong. Good list there, right, boys?
Solid list, boys. Solid list. Nice.
And Pengles should put that on the Twitter for our what 3 followers that we have.
It'll be on X. Don't you worry. Or let us know in the comments below which one you prefer. And we'll add.
I imagine Pengles will vote for himself.
Yeah,
that's
what he does.
He's that sort of man.
But,
yes.
That's Chris Pengelly. Let's move on to the final part of the show then, boys, which is what we've been buying, what we've been playing. I know this is going to be quite quick this week, because I don't think it's been that long. So I've bought nothing. And the only games I've played are Kena Bridge of Spirits on the PS5, which is a fantastic game, and we all should play it. Really, really good. And Super Mario Galaxy on the Wii, which is also a fantastic game, and holds up really, really well, and is so much better than a lot of games on other platforms. Obviously, Xbox is gone. I've played quite a lot of Walkabout Mini Golf on Quest with Chloe. It's really good, Craig. It's a really, really good golf game. Like, it's weirdly good, in fact. But yeah, no Xbox. That's dead. No Football Manager because I've been too busy trying to pass tests and exams. That's Dave.
Wait, have you fallen back into the Football Manager now?
No, I don't have time. I loaded it up the other day and I was like, I can't justify this when I've got a driving test and 5 exams coming up. So
have you bought it, or are you in the Game Pass one?
I played it on Game Pass. Yeah, I played it on Game Pass.
Okay.
But
the addiction's creeping back, Dave. It
won't. It won't.
It's worming its way back in.
I honestly don't have the time. I don't have the time. And with Taunton Town being relegated and them not being on next year's, what's the point?
What is the point?
Right. But yeah, so Craigo, what about you? What have you bought and played this week, bud?
Bought nothing. Played. So I was talking to Penguins about this. I did turn the Switch on the other day, Dave.
Yeah, I was told.
I turned it on. I was waiting for something, and I was like, I'm not playing some handheld shit right now. So I was like, yeah, let's turn the Switch on. Let's play some more of that Mario game that I started. I thought was okay. So maybe I was being a bit harsh on it. So I turned the Switch on. I was playing some Mario, and I was like, I think I was pretty fair on it. It's okay. And then I realised that my bloody Flip Pad Pro thing that I have on my Switch has got drift on one of the sticks.
Oh no.
So it's slightly going to the right. I was like, that's bloody annoying, isn't it? And I was like, I don't want to play this with the bloody Joy-Cons because they're not very good.
I'm pretty sure I've got spares if you're not selling it.
And I was like, I don't really want to buy more. I just turned it off again.
So
that was the great revival of the Switch. That's about 15 minutes.
So it needs to go on eBay then, Craig, doesn't it, before you waste more time?
Yeah. It's something will happen to it, Dave. Don't you worry. Maybe it'll go out the window or something. Yeah. So that was the revival of the Switch. Just as we've learned before, you need a Kirby game to get me back on the Switch, and I'll play it for like a week, and then it will get done again. But no Kirby game, so it died again. Yeah. So that was the end of that. And then all else I played is just more Banishers, basically. I don't know how far in I am now. But the game's still fun, still good. Not much more to add to what I said last week. But yeah, I started playing that, and I think I've downloaded a couple of things. I downloaded Big City Little Kitty, whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah.
Because that actually sounds quite good, quite fun. I imagine it's going to be an easy completion as well, right, boys? So
could be.
So I got that downloaded and ready to go after I finish Banishers.
Nice. Pengi.
And that's it. That's all I've played.
What about you, Big Dog?
So I originally was going to have no hiccups, and then I saw Game was clearing out their used games because they stopped doing used games back in February, having to clear out. So I went to my local Game, and I bought 4 games, which would have cost me £103, but it cost me £51.50 for these 4 games. So I bought today, and they are.
Did you rob them? What happened there?
No, because they're selling all the games half price because they're getting rid of the local independent game shop went in there and bought all their Switch games. So they bought 1,200 quid worth of used Switch games for £600.
That's
So,
hilarious.
yeah. And they still had like 3 shelves of PS5 games and like 4 of PS4, and obviously they didn't look at Xbox stuff like that. And there's a few other things.
Is this the Jordan?
No, it's Bridgewater because Taunton sent all their used games to Bridgewater. So,
Okay, now they're just selling them all off.
and now, yeah, all the game like, the next closest store is one in Bristol or something. And apparently they nearly gone. They've nearly sold out of everything. I guess Bristol being a city, more people would go there. But anyway, I picked up Armored Core 6.
Oof, that's bold, Pengi. That's bold.
Yeah. Well, it was 12 quid, so I thought for 12 quid. And it's
I guess you probably sell it.
Yeah,
More
and
than
it's
that,
like
I
the
guess.
day one edition, so it comes with like postcards and a poster and all that stuff like that. That's the PS4 version of the game, though, but it does have a free upgrade. So I picked up Armored Core 6. Then I played. So get ready, Craig. We might be trying to figure out how crossplay works. Diablo 4.
Oh, Pengles, you savage.
It's the PS4 version, but again, it has a free upgrade. That was £16.50.
That's not bad.
No,
I keep getting hounded by Phil when work to play that with him as well.
yeah.
Got my squad there.
It was squad. Then the next one was Like a Dragon Ishin, which is on my back now challenge, and now
Yes,
I own it on
it was.
PS5.
It's back on, Pengles. It was off, but now it's on again.
That was £10.
Good
That was
bargain.
£10. Yep. Like they had not Infinite Wealth, Yakuza Like a Dragon, and that would have worked out at like about a tenner as well. But I think it's on plus. I'm not sure. And then the last one, another brave one, a bit like Armored Core, was Wulong Fallen Dynasty on PS5 for £12.50.
Oh, that is spicy.
Spicy.
What Pengles has done here, Dave, is he's dipped his little toe in the Souls genre, and he's gone, ooh, I'm going for it. Which could be interesting.
I could have gone for it.
For us.
I could have gone for it more because they had Lies of P there, and Lies of P would have been 15 quid, but it was like, am I actually going to play it? Sort of thing. And I think they had Laws of the Fallen as well, which would have I think that would have ended up costing like 21, 22. I looked at Final Fantasy 16 because obviously the DLC came out, and that would have been £16.50. But I think you still got it, haven't you, Craig? So
Yeah,
I was like, I can just borrow yours.
Yeah.
And there's a few other ones like that. Like Avatar would have ended up being £12.50. AEW Fight Forever would have ended up being like a tenner, and there's some weird ones and stuff.
You could have bought Fight Forever for a tenner, Pengles, and you passed on it.
Yeah, like WWE.
What's happened to you? Where's your bottle gone?
WWE 2K23 was like last year's, but it was like, and that would have been £11. And it's like, But there's some weird horror games I never heard of, which one of them actually seems to be rare. So I was like, damn, I should have actually bought that. And you could have bought the first FIFA on PS5 for like 99p, which sounds like really cheap. A PS5 game for 99p. But yeah, it's a FIFA. So yeah, get down to your game. There might be a bargain, but they've mostly sold out of everything. So maybe. And then the only thing I've played, a bit like Craig, just the one game. I finished that one game now. And I got the true ending, and it has a little secret ending at the end as well after the credits. Of Stellar Blade.
Did you have to climb onto a dragon and hold an item and stab it with the dragon and yourself to get the special ending, Penguin?
No, basically I did the 3 main side quests, and that gives you enough stuff with Lily, like 100% with her, and then you get a different ending, and then stuff happens, and then you get other credits, and then
that sounds a lot more sensible for Dragon Dogma 2.
More
sensible.
Yeah, just do side quests, and you get the true ending, and then the little bit after the credits, which then may set up a sequel or not set up a sequel. Who knows?
What's the Pengi review now you finish it then?
Really good. It got much better in the end. The story is really predictable. It's very similar to the Neo plot. I think I said that last week. But yeah, it got much better. At the end, like in the end, there's like loads of cool boss fights and stuff like that. Like you said, dipping my toes in the Souls ish genre with Rise of the Ronin and Stellar Blade. Now I got Wulong. Yeah, really good. I've put it on number 2 on my list of 2024 games at the moment, above Rise of the Ronin. But it may switch. I may switch the two over at some point, and come the end of the year. But yeah, it's currently number 2 game of the year for me.
How difficult did you find it? Was it manageable? Were you banging your head against any walls or?
No, it was totally manageable. And like this is the other thing. Like it gives you like this is maybe the difference with like the Souls games and stuff like that. Obviously, it has like a story, but I've talked to other people and they're like, "Well, Souls games has a story, but it's got all the cutscenes and stuff like that." And it's like, Eve, you need to go over here because so and so is that happening. So you wander over there, and it's very linear and the plot like stuff like Souls does that. But when you do fight the enemies, especially the bosses, they all have like tails, and people say you got that in Souls, but it's like, oh, this blue ring, or it's like the blue light from over like this attack. Right, I need to dodge. Press forward and circle to do that dodge. If it's a pink, and you do the back, so it's really like sort of easy to figure out. Or just basically block, attack, right. And I did the same in Rise of the Ronin. Basically, kept spamming the triangle button to counter stuff like that. It's like because it's got the blue light, the yellow light, the red light, and the yellow light for the different things. It's quite simple to figure out like how to like with the bosses and stuff like that. The regularly easy enemies are hilarious, especially I went back, started New Game Plus, because I was like one of the trophies I had 9 out of 10 or something, so I went and started New Game Plus, and it's so hilarious. Even it's a bit like Ronan playing on normal. It's like I just like slaughtering the first boss in like 2 hits because like my weapon's like level 10. So. But there's a hard mode in stuff in New Game Plus, but if you want to do that sort of stuff, yeah.
If you're the sort of person that likes punching yourself in the face.
Yeah. That's the thing. I think both Rise of the Ronin and Stellar Blade, if you were to play them on their hard modes, sort of midnight, and I can't remember what Stellar Blade's hard mode's called, and then I think you may even got even more of a Souls experience, and maybe they get rid of like the blue light, pink light, and stuff in Stellar Blade. I don't know. I don't think they did though. When I thought, no, I was still playing on normal. I was going to say first boss. So, but it'd be interesting how I get on with Wulong when I play that game at some point. But that is it.
Lovely, Pengi. Well, I look forward to hearing about you trying to beat Souls games. Demon Souls next, but
yeah, this is the thing. If I go beat Wulong, like, what is next? Is it like I'm trying to load up Dark Souls 1?
No, play Crash
Well, I
Bandicoot.
feel like that's a big ask right there, though. Wulong.
Yeah, but who knows? But yeah. Before we get Penguin started on more Wulong shenanigans, that's the show. Thank you for watching. And we will see you next time where we talk about happier things than Xbox upsetting us.
Yeah, but if they upset us more, though.
Craig will throw stuff out the window. But yeah, thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.